Kansas City Area Development Council and leaders in the Kansas City business sector began working pretty much around the clock to establish one of the most promising partnerships for modern-day Kansas City in the state of Missouri. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here today to announce that the Missouri Department of Economic Development is closely working with officials from Bombardier Aerospace, a global leader in aviation design and passenger travel, to make Kansas City International Airport ground zero for the design and production of the pioneering CS aircraft. Based in Montreal, Canada, Bombardier has been creating state-of-the-art industrial transportation equipment since the mid-1930s. In 1986, the company expanded into passenger airline production. Today, Bombardier has nearly $15 billion in total revenues, and continues to be a worldwide leader in the global aviation sector. The Department of Economic Development is aggressively working with state and local officials in Kansas City to develop a plan to bring Bombardier's production of the innovative CS aircraft into KCSI. The CS aircraft series will be one of the most sophisticated planes of our time. Precise engineering and design components will create one of the most efficient, environmentally friendly, and passenger-friendly jets in the world, with an increased range for added profitability. This proposal to bring Bombardier to Kansas City could easily generate well over 2,000 new jobs. We expect a full capacity annual payroll of $135 million will be brought to the Kansas City. Today, we look at an ever-increasing global marketplace with competitive incentives for job growth and business development. I look forward to all of our work together in bringing Bombardier and the production of this CS series aircraft to Kansas City, and the opportunities that will be created by this vast opportunity. Today, Missouri is a global leader in industrial development, job growth, and business expansion. It is this resiliency that we will continue to display to the world, and that could be a great opportunity, not just for Kansas City, but for new growth in aviation, employment, and investment throughout the state of Missouri.
My name is Charlie Shields. I'm the Majority Leader in the Missouri Senate, and I represent both Platte and Buchanan County, and the proposed site is in one of those counties in Platte County. Today we will present in Senate Committee Senate Bill 1234, which establishes the opportunity to land this major aerospace assembly project in Missouri. This is my 18th year in the General Assembly, and in those 18 years, and particularly in the late 90s and the early part of this century, I listened to the constant conversation that came from citizens, came from labor groups, legislators, says, why can't Missouri land the big projects like Saturn in Tennessee, Mercedes-Benz in Alabama, Nissan in Mississippi, and Kia in Georgia? And the truth of the matter is that over the past few years, we have been positioning ourselves through putting the right economic development tools in place to be able to land those major projects. And I think that is to where we are at right now with the plant that Bombardier is proposing. Clearly this has major statewide significance, 2,100 jobs at the plant, as many as 5,200 additional jobs throughout the state for suppliers. This is a unique, I would say, certainly once in a lifetime or once in a legislative lifetime opportunity to put Missouri on the map when it comes to aerospace. If you look at the potential to establish the aerospace corridor, starting in St. Louis with Boeing, Bombardier in Kansas City, the industry in Wichita, all the way down to Oklahoma City, it is a unique opportunity to create that corridor and revitalize this industry right here in the Midwest. We will present that bill today. It will require for the mega projects for enhanced enterprise zones, $300 million in capital investment over a period of 8 years. Businesses must create 1,000 new jobs over that period. They have to pay wages in excess of the county average. They have to offer health insurance. And what is new and different for us is that they have to have a repayment plan so the state can benefit from their investments. We believe that if we do this and we attract Bombardier, the conversation goes from why can't Missouri land those major projects to how did Missouri become a leader in the aerospace industry, and that is very exciting. And I think you can see the opportunity for swift passage of this legislation through the Missouri Senate, and the senators will rally behind this great opportunity for the state of Missouri.
We discovered that Bombardier was looking to the United States for this assembly facility. Governor Blunt made it very clear that he wanted us to go and pursue this with everything we've got, because it is time for Missouri to be in position to land a project like this. And that we are in a position where we're competing very much with Canada. We do not, if we pass this legislation, we believe it puts us in a position to be very strong contenders to receive this plant in Kansas City. But we are definitely competing with Canada for this project. And so we appreciate the support, the uniform support all across the General Assembly. We look forward to getting this bill passed and putting us in a position where Bombardier will be very attractive to the state.
This is a bipartisan bill. As a person who represents Kansas City, we see the immediate impacts for jobs, and not only quality jobs, but quantity jobs through this legislation. That's why I'm a co-sponsor, and I think we can get this done. And my compliments to Speaker Jetton and Chairman Richard and Lieutenant Governor for finally listening to Representative Skaggs and Grill about how important it is and the overall economic development.
Greg, how many people, how many different cities, communities, states, provinces are we competing with?
Really, we believe that the state of Missouri, and it's really because the KCI is just such an optimal location for what they want to achieve. Close proximity to Bombardier's other holdings, business jets in Wichita, that it's really, if they can make it work here in Missouri, that we're their primary option, as well as Mirabel, Canada, as I mentioned earlier. So I don't believe, we have no indication that there's many other states that are involved in this. It's just see what they can work at in the state of Missouri. The company did say on February 22nd that they are interested in the United States, and let's be very clear about it. One of the main reasons, the compelling business reason, is the change in currency. The dollar is pretty much on par with the Canadian dollar now, and so it's there's a business reason for them to look at the United States.